All right, let's see. Oof, y'all, turn this baby on. All right, well, first of all, hello. If you are watching this stream after the live stream, go ahead and skip ahead about 10 minutes, unless you just want to hang out and pretend that you are here with me. Yeah, go ahead and skip ahead if you are watching this after. Ooh, I can hear myself. It's terrible. I do have someone here with me. Hi, friends. Um, Greetings. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm going to start a little chat bar over here on the side. Feel free to drop me a line. Let me know how you're doing. Um, and I mean that. Like, I miss being in the studio with y'all. I want to know who's in the room. I want to know how you're doing. I want to know how you're feeling. So, yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and drop me a line on that chat box. I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to get that going. Let's see. Hey, friends. Hi, friends. I see a couple more people joining in. Um, I'm getting our little chat going. If you're here with me on YouTube, drop me a line in the chat box. I really want to know who's in the room and how you're doing. Let's see. Do. Got a couple minutes. Let me go over here. All right. Gotta get my coffee. I'm still waking up. I am who I am. All right. Okay. Awesome. Hi, friends. We have a few minutes before we get started. If you're on YouTube, drop me a line in the chat box. I want to know who's here and how you're doing. So please, I mean it when I say that. Last night I had a really active chat. It was really nice. It was good to meet new people and see friends and students in the room. So yeah, if you're on YouTube, do that. Or think about doing that. I don't know. I would like to hear from you. We're gonna move today. We're gonna do quite a bit of one breath, one movement. So heads up on that. I'm gonna get our website updated in just a second. I did post a playlist for y'all as well. So if you want some music, I posted a nice groovy, jammy, playlist on my Instagram story. So you can find that at the.anna.mc. Get that synced up if you are craving some tunes. Not of the loony variety. Where are we at? Cool. It's time to refresh the website, and there I am. Cool. That's all good. Pull this up here. We have about 4 minutes till we get going. I wanna get going fairly quickly today, just because I need to wake up. Like, I'm sleepy, I'm groggy. So we're gonna do some one breath, one movement. We'll do obviously a little bit of warm up. If you've floated with me before, you know how I function. I'm usually kind of a slow starter. But I feel like if I start too slow today, I just won't ever get moving. So, yeah, that's where we're at. If you're able to, if you wanna, please consider donating. You can donate at blackswanyoga.com/live. There's this handy little button that says donate here. And all of that money goes directly to your teachers who are live streaming for you. So yeah, if you're able to do that, please do. If you're not, no worries. That's all I got for you right now. Drop me a line in the chat box. Hang out with me. Sip your coffee before we get moving. Etc. etc. I'm like dancing to like the music in my head right now, which is the theme song for the What We Do in the Shadows TV show. I don't know if you've watched that. My roommates are watching it right now, so now the theme song is gonna be stuck in my head all day. Hi, someone else just joined in. If you're on YouTube, drop me a line in the chat box, please. I wanna know who's here. I wanna know who's here. I wanna know how you're doing. Yeah, we had a really active little chat box last night. It was really great. It's nice to know who's here, right? It's nice to know if we've flowed together before, or if we haven't, how you're feeling today, all the things, right? So please, feel free to reach out to me in that chat box. We're going to be doing some one breath, one movement today. I posted some music for you on my IG story. So if you want some jams for practice, head on over to my Instagram story real quick. There's a playlist, it's the second playlist that's posted. It's called BSY Still Groovin'. You're welcome. Yeah, we're getting started in about 2 minutes. Let me know how you're doing. Hi friends hopping on. Say hi in the chat. No one has said hi yet. It's making me sad. I want to know who's here. Who's here? How are you? Alyssa, hi. Ready to flowy flow. Thank you, Alyssa. And yes, What We Do in the Shadows is dope. It's so funny. I watched the new handful of new episodes last night. I like to let things pile up a little bit and then kind of binge them because that's who I am. I'm one just isn't enough. So I'm glad you like that show too. Alyssa, have you flowed with me before? Do I know you? Have you flowed with me in the studio? I'm just gonna talk at you and ask you to type back to me. Hello, Ganel. Ganel? Is that how you say it? Welcome, y'all. We're getting started soon. Yeah, feel free to just let me know how you're doing. After class as well, please feel free to reach out to me. You can find me on Instagram. If you have any questions about what we worked on today, all the things. Did the Zoom? That's right. Okay, cool. Alyssa, yeah. Amazing. I'm so glad you're here. Cool. That's not your last name on Instagram though, is it? Yeah, cool. I'm glad you're here. Amazing. Yeah, we're gonna move. We're gonna do one breath, one movement today, and it is 12 o'clock, so we're about to get started. Yeah, cool. Yay! I'm glad you're here. See, this is great. I like knowing who's here. I can't actually see you, right? So I'm just talking to an empty room. But the room's not empty is the thing. You're here. I'm here. This is the reality of the friggin' world we live in. So, yes, ready to flow. This is your first time. Amazing. Cool. I'm so glad you're here. Ganel. I'm going to say Ganel and hope that that's right. I'm glad y'all are here. Let's move. I'm going to keep this over by me. I won't be looking at it too much, but if anything comes up, it's there. We're going to start. Let's take a brief child's pose to start. We won't be there too long today because I need to groove. You see my coffee in my hand still. I'm still waking up. I am who I am. And the best way for me to wake up is to do some effing sun salutation A's. So that's what we're gonna do in just a second after we wipe all the dirt off our mat, or most of it at least. All right. Let's get into a child's pose. Yeah, if you have that playlist on, go ahead and get her going. And then find a comfortable child's pose. We'll just take a few breaths here to kind of ground in. Ground down. Settle in. Allow yourself to be still. Let's just arrive together today with a collective cleansing breath. Take a deep inhale through the nose and a slow and steady sigh out. Good. Just stay here for a moment, maintaining a focus on the breath. Begin to notice all the spaces that your breath fills. Notice the pacing and depth. The sensation as breath enters and leaves your body. How is your body? Drop in, check in. Take a little scan, feel around for any tension or discomfort. Should you locate tension, ask yourself first and foremost whether it's familiar or new, and secondly, whether or not it's within your control. Can you make an active effort to release? Perhaps you start small with the eyebrow, the jaw, the neck, and then focusing on larger muscles, relaxing your shoulders and thighs. Let's take 3 really steady, really solid breaths together. Take a deep inhale all the way down to the belly. Slow and steady sigh out. Good. Inhale to the belly and the ribs. Slow and steady release. Last time, fill the belly, the ribs, and the chest. And exhale to let it go. Now seal your lips. Begin to inhale and exhale through your nostrils. Try to keep your inhales and exhales steady and even. You want equal part breaths here. So as we move with one breath, one movement today, which we will do quite a bit of, the goal is to let the breath take its time and to be our guiding force. Now before we get moving, maybe you choose to set an intention for practice. And it could just be that. It could just be, I'm going to focus on my breath today. I'm going to give myself permission to move slowly. Whatever you need to learn today or focus on, just invite that thing in now. A deep breath in, through the nose out. Good, let's get grooving. On an inhale, pull yourself forward to a tabletop position. I hope I'm not frozen. I'm frozen on my computer, but I'm not frozen on my phone, so that's cool. I'm going to refresh my computer. All right, tabletop, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. We're going to untuck the toes here. We're going to slightly soften the elbows and knit the navel up and in to create an engaged and supported spine. From here on the inhale, we'll drop the navel, lift the gaze and tailbone up for your cow pose. Pause. Can you release the muscles in the belly? Let it soften. Take your big breath in. On the exhale, we lead with the pelvis. Draw the navel up, rounding up the spine. Take your time. Chin tucks as you press the ground away for your cat pose. Good. Feel that space between the shoulders here. Inhale, belly drops, gaze and tailbone lift up. Exhale, press, curl, round. And yogis, I want you to drop into this on your breath. So take this a few more times. Again, as we move with one breath, one movement today, remember that doesn't mean fast. Explore right now with these cat-cows how long a breath can actually take you. What's your capacity? What's it like if you stay until you're completely full, totally empty? Work with that. Oh, my computer gave up on the internet. That's what it is. It does that sometimes. Good. Keep moving. Going through those cat-cows. And then explore any variations of those cat-cows as well, right? If you floated with me before, you know I like to do some big circles of the spine because that's what feels good to me. Sometimes we take some wrist variations, so perhaps you go with that. Good, there we are. All right. Oh, hey, Lacey. Awesome, cool. Yeah. So we're moving and grooving, we're cat-cowing, maybe we're circling, we're getting warmed up, saying hi, and for me, good morning to my body. I'm not a morning person, y'all. I wake up around like 11. Like that's like, and that's like good for me. Like that's morning for me. So you can judge me if you want. I really don't care. It is who I am. It's who I've always been. But yeah, I'm still waking up. My body's still kind of crunchy, you know. Maybe you're there too. Maybe you're not. Maybe you've already had like a full day. Let's come to a tabletop. We'll do a quick calf stretch before we come into our down dog, and then we're going to roll into some Sundays. So just step your right foot to the back of your mat, landing into the ball of your foot. Actively press that right heel back here. Ooh, yeah. Then maybe take a little shift forward and backward. Our calves, or at least my own calves, I tend to neglect them. I kind of forget about them. So sometimes I like to remind myself, just give them a little bit of love. Gotta take that right knee back down, step the left leg back, landing into the ball of the foot, driving your heel toward the back edge of your mat. Again, you can shift around, you can hold there. Okay. Poor little calves. Especially after I like run, on the rare occasion that I run, whew, my calves get so sad at me. Notice I say sad, not mad. They get sad. All right, come to your tabletop, tuck your toes, and then exhale your hips up and back to down dog. You know we'll take a few beats here. First, down dog. Down dog is a big shape, right? Don't like fool yourself into thinking that it's a passive shape because it's not. Just because we're here a lot does not mean it's passive. It is a very active shape. So explore it. Take a few beats. Notice kind of what and where you're feeling in your body. Again, checking in for familiar or new sensations. Maybe you bend the knees and let the hips kind of windshield wiper. Maybe you play with opening up the hip. We've been doing that lately. A couple breaths to just kind of take what you need right now. And as you explore that, I want to encourage you to check in with your foundation. Hands are about shoulder distance. Spread through your fingers and press through your fingertips, kind of like, Spider-Man, right? Triceps wrapping in, shoulders down the back, navel pulling it upward to lift tailbone. Let's find stillness here. On an inhale, lift your heels high, just softly bend the knees just a little bit, and then look between your hands, and let's tiptoe to the top of the mat for a quick ragdoll. Bend your knees a lot, let your head hang, and then again, what do you need? Do you need to grab elbows today? Do you need to sway? What would feel good? Do you need to come up and down? Shake the head. Get weird with it. Sigh or flutter. Good. Now from here, let's take a quick halfway lift. Try to keep your knees softly bent, so avoid locking them out. And start by drawing your navel in and then lengthen your spine on the inhale. Shoulders are still sliding down the back and pinching toward each other. Fingertips are rooting into the floor or your shins, right? And then from there on the exhale, we fold back down. And then vertebrae by vertebrae on an inhale, slowly begin to roll to standing. When you arrive, shoulders come up the ears and down the back, palms forward for a mountain pose. Shoulders pinching back, palms and heart pressing. On the inhale, Urdhva Hastasana or upward salute. Take your arms overhead. If possible, touch your palms together. Draw the shoulders down the back. Keep that navel pulling in. Stay here for a big inhale. Then on the exhale, forward fold. Take it down and bend your knees, please. Doesn't have to be a lot. Just avoid locking the knees out. With the knees still what? Softly bend. Half lift on the inhale, navel in, shoulders back. Find that downward gaze to extend through the crown of your head. Then exhale, plant your hands flat. Step back to a high plank. Firm up the thighs, look forward, chin away from chest. Take 3 solid breaths. Can you keep the breath smooth and steady here, even though there's a lot of effort? Last one. With that forward gaze, chin away from chest, shift forward, come to your knees, keep looking forward, and exhale to lower down to the mat. Elbows squeeze the ribs and toes untuck. Find a baby cobra on the inhale. Peel your heart up, squeeze your elbows back, press your toenails into the mat so we firm the thighs, the kneecaps begin to lift. No weight in hands, all upper abdominal back strength. Exhale, release down. Tuck your toes. High plank on the inhale, you can come through your knees. Down dog on the exhale, shift it up and back. So what we basically just did, y'all, take a couple beats in your down dog, was a very slow sun salutation A. We're going to do 3 sun A's, 1 breath, 1 movement. Again, that doesn't mean fast. Slow and steady is what we're going for. As we flow, I just want to remind you, if you haven't moved with me before, knees to the mat to baby cobra is, first and foremost, it's the flow that I use in my own practice, right? It's the flow that's best for me. I have a weird spine. Up dog is not for me. If up dog and chaturanga are your flow, then that's your flow. Take it, all right? Anytime I'm doing knees to the mat to baby cobra, that's your cue to take your, whatever, vinyasa, if that's what you want to call it. And if you're like, Anna, what the F are you talking about? Just do what I'm doing, okay? From down dog, we're going to roll through these sun A's on the breath. We'll start with a big exhale. All right, inhale, heels up, look forward. On the exhale, step, hop, or float, just land lightly in a forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, navel in, shoulders back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, upward salute, stand all the way up, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold, bend your knees. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, high to low plank, lower half or all the way down. Baby cobra or up dog on the inhale. And downward facing dog on the exhale. 1 breath in, 1 breath out. Again, inhale, heels up, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, fold. Sorry about that, y'all. I just got a phone call. I don't know what's going on. All right, flow it out. Meet in downward facing dog. And we're going to do this 1 more time. From down dog, big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, heels up, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, take your flow. We meet in down dog to build up our second series for the day. All right. So, yeah, blood is moving, right? Maybe you're starting to build up a little bit of sweat. If you are like me, grab a bandana. Cool. All right, let's do it. We're going to work with some bigger shapes. From downward facing dog. Let's inhale to take the right leg up. Today we're going to keep the hip squaring, right? We're flexing through the heel. All 5 toes are driving down. Inhale, just lift a little bit higher. Then on the exhale, let's take the right knee to the right elbow. Start by lifting that left heel high up. Good. Then we're going to take that knee nice and wide, squeezing through our side body. Inhale, send it up. Exhale, knee to nose. Again, lift the heel and hips high, like we're rolling the spine out. Inhale, take it up. Now on the exhale, right knee, left elbow. Let's take it across the body and pause here. From here, we're going to find our fallen triangle. So just extend your right leg, landing to the pinky toe edge. Then we're going to drop that left heel to the mat and inhale the left arm up. We're pressing the ground away. The sole of the left foot is on the ground. We're on the pinky toe edge of the right. Stay for an inhale. Exhale, plant your hand. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Send your right leg up. Exhale, low lunge. Step through. Pause here. Good. So in your low lunge, we've got the right knee over the ankle. we've got the big toe pointing forward. Legs are active, and there's a lot of space between our feet here. This is what we want. So, we're going to pause right there in that low lunge. And then, from here, we're going to start to straighten the right leg out, leaving your back foot exactly where it is. I want this really long, modified pyramid pose. Beginning to breathe into the right hamstring. So you can adjust your stance if you need to. Try not to aim for a full pyramid just yet. First, it's pretty early. Second, it's not going to serve you for where we're going next. So notice if you're like, but I can do a full pyramid. That's cool, man. It's just not what we're doing right now. Find that yogic practice of non-attachment, right? So we're straightening the right leg to the best of our ability, plugging that right hip back, slightly wrapping the left hip forward, and we're breathing here. I'm going to turn around so I'm facing the correct direction. Just a few breaths, letting the torso fold over the right leg. Maybe find a little shift forward, backward. Good. Hold here for one breath in, one breath out. Good. From here, just look over to your left. We're going to start to turn all 10 toes toward the left edge of our mat for a wide-legged fold. See, this is why we wanted some space between the feet, right? So we've got the toes turning slightly in, the heels turning slightly out, the head hanging. I would encourage you to play with where the weight is located in your feet. Notice if it's all in your heels, if it's all in your toes. What happens if you change that? We all have natural tendencies in the body. Our yoga practice really calls us to learn what those tendencies are and to question if they're serving us, right? Because we can't break a habit if we don't know we have it, right? So find a couple breaths. Take any variation of this wide-legged fold you need to take. This is the only time we're going to be holding here today, with the exception of on our left side. So I am going to give you a few breaths. This is a place that I like to add in yogi playtime, right? Maybe it's both hands to one foot. You see how that feels. Other foot. Maybe you take your forearms to the mat. Maybe you shake your butt. All right, friends. Find neutral here, hands under the shoulders, torso folding down. One breath in, one breath out. Good. Now let's find a long and engaged spine. So with the hands under the shoulders, I'm going to plant my hands flat, draw the shoulders down the back, and tighten up through center. If this isn't happening today, right, do this with your hands on your shins. What I really want is that engaged core here, right? Because where we're going to go next is all the way up to our flying warrior, right, on an inhale. So think about how we got there, right? From way down here, we have to find a strong core, and that raises us up. Arms turn, come up. From here, turn your right toes to point forward, and exhale to your warrior two, bending into the right knee. So breathing in our warrior two, look at your front knee, make sure it's over the ankle, big toes visibly pointing straight forward, right? Not a little bit inward, straight forward. Then just actively but subtly draw that right knee open towards your right pinky toe, protecting the knee from collapsing. Now we're pressing through the left pinky toe here as well. And then we're checking in with the hips. Notice if your left hip is sassing back, right? Now's not the time to be sassy. That's going to come in a moment. So draw that hip in so that your pelvis is neutral. Then find engagement through center here, just knitting the ribs and hips in. Then extend, look over your front middle finger. Try to rip the floor apart with your feet. Full breath in, full breath out. Now your legs are not going to change. You know why? Because they're perfect. Flip your right palm and inhale to a peaceful warrior. Find height as you reach your right arm upward. Left hand can be down the back of the leg or in a half bind, yogi's choice. But question right now if you're doing the absolute effing most and why you're doing that, right? Just like with that pyramid earlier. in your peaceful or reverse warrior, whatever you want to call it, are you way back here, dumping into the left rib cage? And does that actually feel good? Question that, all right? Stay here, big inhale. Then on the exhale, come through center warrior two, straighten your right leg out. We're gonna work with Trikonasana today. So slowly, begin to reach your right fingertips forward. Notice as you lengthen the spine that the pelvis begins to press back and then slightly wrap forward. So that left hip point is turning just a little bit. Reach, reach, reach. When you can't go forward anymore, congratulations, that's your natural depth. Take your right arm where it lands naturally. Take your left hand to your right rib cage, self-assist, spiral that baby open. Good. Then take your left arm up, draw the shoulder down into the socket, and breathe here. Still pressing firmly through both feet. Remember, deeper does not mean better. If you have any low back pain going on here, you're a little bit too deep. Just come up a little. Good. Now from here, this is where our sassy hip comes in. We're going to take our left hand to our left hip. Super sassy. I'm going to take that right hand into my right rib cage. Then I'm going to start to bend into my right knee. I'm going to look down, start to reach my right hand forward, and float my left leg for a half moon. Flexing the heel, it's hip on hip, shoulder on shoulder. Everything is opening up. Now that right hand, yeah, it could be on the floor right now. It could be on a block or it could be floating. Wherever you are, notice if you're dumping your weight into your right hip, can you lift up and away by engaging your core? Good. If you fall out, remember, it's just yoga. It's not a big deal. Take your time and maybe you come back into it. Beautiful yogis. Hold here for an inhale. On the exhale, let's land in that warrior two, right? Now stay with me because we have a big weird transition. Come up. I'm going to leave those toes turning slightly out. Turn your left toes out. Start to bend into your left knee, sinking your hips low for Skandasana. What? I know. That shit's crazy. All right, so Skandasana. Right toes going up toward the ceiling if possible. Same thing as the knee. Excuse me. Left knee and toe going the same direction, right? Opening outward. Your left heel might be on the ground right now. It might not. If you brought your hands to the floor to help you balance, dope. That's a great instinct. Let's work from there. So if you have both hands down, take one hand to your heart first. Yeah, your balance is going to be challenged. Then take the other hand, finding a taller spine and a more engaged center. Beautiful. Good. Now, from here, from our Skandasana, we're going to plant our hands down, and we're going to turn to the left to find a low lunge. We're pivoting to the ball of the right foot. So you might notice now you're facing the opposite direction on your mat. From your low lunge, we're going to take a little bend into the right knee. Take an inhale. We're going to exhale to a standing split. Press off and float your right leg. Try to keep a soft bend in the left knee. Toes are flexing down. Torso is folding over the left thigh. Head hangs heavy. Draw the navel upward and lift that heel a little bit higher. Try not to spiral the right hip open here. Added challenge, you can wrap one or both hands around your standing ankle. Hold here for the inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Right foot steps through to meet the left. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Bring your big toes together. Two, touch, thighs squeeze. From this fold, we're going to start to wing the arms back. Draw the navel upward and find a long flat back, right? Making like number 7 with your body. And then begin to lift your heels up for your diver pose. So we're focusing a little bit on control today, right? Just like we came from that wide-legged fold to standing up, a lot of core strength there, right? Navel drawing in. I like palms facing down here. Heels lifting as high as they'll go. Try to like a fly trapped in amber. And if you're craving a crow pose from here, go for a crow pose. We're going to hold for an inhale. If you're doing crow, take your time. On the exhale, we're going to drop the heels down and find our chair pose. Thighs squeezing together. Nice tall spine. Instead of doing the most, way down here automatically, check in with your form, right? Try to make sure that your belly is engaged. Pelvis is neutral, tall spine, strong core, weight in the heels, and then maybe you go lower. 3 breaths. Big inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, flow it out. We meet in down dog. To do this on our second side. Whew, I'm sweating. Doing yoga in your house without central air in Texas is basically doing hot yoga. So I don't know if any of y'all are there with me, but that's where I'm at right now. All right, let's do a second side. From down dog, we're gonna clear this heat out. Big breath in and out. Let's do it. Left leg up, inhale. Toes flex down, hip is square. Stay here. On the exhale, we lift that release. Inhale, send it up. Exhale, knee to nose. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Twist it, hold it, extend it. Fallen triangle. Inhale the right arm up. We're on the pinky toe edge of the left foot, the sole of the right foot. We're pressing the ground away like we don't want none of that. Hold here, big inhale. Exhale, plant your hand. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, low lunge. Pause here. Again, knee over ankle. Long stance, active legs. On an inhale, begin to straighten your left leg out. Modified pyramid. Taking up some space between the feet here. Breathing into the left hamstring. Left hip plugging back. You can find some exploration, rocking forward and backward. You can simply lean into this. Again, not aiming for full pyramid, so we know where we're going next. Stay here, full breath in and out. Look to your right and start to turn all 10 toes toward the right edge of your mat. So you drop those heels down for a wide-legged fold. Head hangs heavy. Maybe try something different this second round, right? Maybe you grab elbows, allowing gravity to take you deeper. You can interlace your fingers behind your back. Take a shoulder opener. A few breaths. Breath cycle. Start to come back to neutral here. Hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale for a long flat back, strong core. Again, you can take your hands to your thighs or your shins if on the floor is a little bit too deep today. Then from here, we're going to come all the way up to that sort of flying warrior on the inhale. Arms come up. Bend into your left knee, turn your left toes forward, and exhale to your warrior 2. Notice we still have this really long stance here, right? Pick up some space on your mat. Let's check in with the side, knee over ankle, big toe forward, pressing through that right pinky toe. We're not sassing the hips, we're neutral, we're engaged in center. Boom, look over your front middle finger. Rip the floor apart with your feet. Your legs are not going to change because they're perfect. Flip your left palm and inhale to find height, peaceful warrior. Again, are you doing the most and does that actually feel good? Can we focus on stretching through the left rib cage? Inhale. Exhale through center. Straighten your left leg out. Begin to reach the left hand forward. Forward, forward. Pelvis bumps back. Left hand goes where it lands naturally. Right hand to the left rib cage. Maybe you assist to open up. Arm up, shoulder drawing into the socket. Couple breaths. Still pressing through both feet. Good, look down. Let's take that sassy hip, right hand to the right hip. Left hand into the rib cage, jazz hands, all right? We're gonna look down, start to reach forward, and take that right leg to float, right? Maybe you run out of room. That's fine, we do it again. Jazz hand, sassy hip, bend your knee, draw your weight forward, float your leg. Maybe you fall and warrior two is there to catch you, so you try it again. Hip on hip, shoulder on shoulder, flex your right heel, and then try to draw up and away from the ground, taking the weight out of that left hip. Good, stay for the inhale. On the exhale, we're going to land that back foot, turn the right toes out, bend into the right knee, and sink your hips low. Skandasana. What? I know, it's a big crazy transition. So, right knee and toe, same direction. Left knee and toe, ideally pointing toward the ceiling. Sometimes I feel a little bit of strain on the back side of my left leg here, so sometimes I have to ground my foot. The important thing is that the knee and toe are going the same way to help protect our joints, right? If both hands came down, good instinct, try one hand, try the other hand. Good. And from Skandasana, there's a whole number of things that you can kind of explore, but we're not going to do them today. All right, from here, we're going to plant the hands. Notice how they're framing that right leg. We're going to pivot to our low lunge, turning to the right, coming to the ball of the left foot. Now all 10 toes are pointing forward. Take a little bend into that left knee. Take an inhale. And then exhale to your standing splits. Float your leg. Torso folds over to the right leg. Flex through your heel. Draw the navel upward. Again, added challenge. You can take one or both hands around your standing ankle. Let the head hang. Take an inhale. On the exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees as you step through. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Big toes touch, heels an inch apart. Leading from center, kind of like with a half lift, we're going to draw the navel in, wing the arms back, find that flat back, and lift the heels up for your diver pose. Thighs squeezing together, navel continuously pulling up, shoulders pinching back. If you want to play with the crow pose here today, plant your hands, go for that crow pose. Otherwise, maybe you're just like a fly trapped in amber, focusing on being still. Hold for the inhale. Chair pose, exhale, heels go down, arms go up. Thighs squeezing together, strong through center, tall in the spine. Big breath in, and exhale, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, flow it out, meet in downward facing dog. So, here's the thing, yogis. We're doing all right, sorry about that, y'all. I lost connection, but I'm back. I was saying I'm probably going to get really out of breath while we do this, so just try to bear with me. All right, let's find down dog. We're going to do this series, one breath, one movement. Whoo! Let's clear it out from down dog. Big breath in and out. All right, let's do the thing. Right leg up, inhale. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale up. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Hold, extend your leg. Inhale, fallen triangle, left arm up. Exhale, plant your hand. Three-legged dog, inhale, right leg up. Exhale, low lunge, step through. Inhale to straighten your right leg, modified pyramid. Exhale, wide-legged fold, turn to the left. Inhale, flying warrior, use your core to come up. Turn your right toes forward and exhale, warrior two. Flip your right hand, inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, triangle, straighten your leg, take it down. Inhale, prep, look down, reach forward. Exhale, half moon, float your right leg. Ooh, hold here for the inhale. Exhale to land it, turn your left toes out and sink your hips low. Skandasana, good, bending into the left knee. Inhale, low lunge, turn to your left. Exhale, standing splits, float your right leg. At the bottom of your exhale, forward fold, step through. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Big toes touch. Diver pose, inhale. Arms back, heels high. Exhale, chair pose, heels down. Hold here, inhale. Exhale, fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, take your flow. We meet in down dog to do this on our left side. Note that you can always skip your flows. From down dog, left leg up, inhale. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale, up. Exhale, nose. Inhale, up. Exhale, right elbow. Hold here, fall in triangle, extend, and inhale your right arm up. Exhale, hand down. Inhale, leg up. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Exhale, wide-legged fold, turn your toes. Inhale, flying warrior, come up. Turn your left toes forward, warrior two, exhale. Inhale, peaceful, reach up. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, half moon prep. Exhale, half moon, float your leg. Hold here, inhale, flex the heel. Exhale to land, right toes out, hips sink, Skandasana. Inhale, low lunge, turn to your right. Exhale, standing splits, two forward fold. At the bottom of your exhale, step through. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Diver pose, inhale. Exhale, chair pose. Hold here, inhale. Exhale, fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, take your flow, meet in down dog. We're doing this one more time, and then that's it. We're gonna cool down. Whew. Yeah, yogis. Waking up. From down dog, clear it out. Breath in, breath out. Let's do the thing. Right leg up, inhale. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, up. Exhale, nose. Inhale up. Exhale, left elbow. Fall in triangle. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, hand down. Inhale, leg up. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, straighten out. Exhale, wide-legged fold. Inhale, flying warrior. Turn your right toes, warrior two, exhale. Inhale, peaceful. Prep. Exhale, half moon. Hold for the inhale. Exhale, land. Skandasana, left toes out. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, standing split. Two forward fold, step through. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Diver pose, inhale. Exhale, chair. Stay, inhale. Exhale, fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, flow it out. We'll do this on our second side, then we'll cool down. From down dog. Left leg up, inhale. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale, up. Exhale, nose. Inhale, up. Exhale, right elbow. Fallen triangle. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, planted. Three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, wide-legged fold. Inhale, flying. Left toes turn, warrior two. Inhale, peaceful. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, prep. Exhale, half moon. Hold for the inhale. Exhale, Skandasana. Good. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, standing split. Two forward fold, step through. Half lift. Exhale, fold. Diver pose, inhale. Chair pose, exhale. Stay, inhale. Exhale, fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, flow it out. Whoo! All right. How we doing? Yeah, take a seat. Finish out your flow. Take a second in down dog if you need it. We're gonna cool down. I'm sweating, but guess what? I'm awake now. Blood flowing, heart beating. Here we are, alive and together, even though we're far away. All right, let's come onto our backs. Yeah, towel off, take a sip of water. And we're gonna come to our backs. So, yeah, we did a lot of hamstring stuff today. So we're gonna do some bridge work, just a little bit, because where we lengthened so much, we should also strengthen. So we're just gonna do a little bit of bridge stuff. Bend into your knees, plant your heels by your butt, palms face down to your sides. Tuck your shoulder blades underneath your body. Now we want our feet about hip distance apart, all 10 toes pointing forward. We're just gonna start with a nice bridge hold. Slow the breath, feel the stretch and the sensation. So palms face down to your sides, spread through your toes. Now we want to press the tailbone into the mat. What does that mean? That means we're creating a little tuck of the pelvis here. Notice how that engaged the muscles in the very low belly. So we're tucking the pelvis, and then that's what we're leading with. We're leading with the hips. On the inhale, begin to lift and drive the hips up. The weight shifts onto your shoulders here. Pressing your thigh bones toward the ceiling. Maintain a neutral spine. Just keep looking directly above you. Try not to look to the left or right. Breathe to the front line of your body. Stay grounded through all three corners of your feet. Maybe lift the heels. That is always an option. Maybe take a bind here. A couple breaths. On an exhale, vertebrae by vertebrae, lower back, down. The pelvis is the last thing to arrive. Take a moment. So basically we're just going to work with a little bit of, what's the word? I don't know, we're going to do some lifts here. We're just going to take it up to bridge and take it back down on the breath, okay? So, arms to your sides, palms face down. On the inhale, tuck the pelvis, lift the hips up. On the exhale, lower back down. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, lower down. Keep that going slow and steady. last one. Hold it at the top. Maybe you notice your glutes are burning here. And exhale, slowly lower back down. Allow the tailbone to reground. You can take a little rock to the left and right if that's calling to you. And today we're going to work with a reclined figure four, reclined pigeon, whatever you want to call it. Keep your left heel planted, take your right ankle to the top of your left thigh, open your right knee away from you and flex your right foot. This could already be really intense for you, so you can always just hang out here. If you want to deepen the stretch, thread the needle, take your right hand between your right and left leg, float your left leg, and interlace your fingers behind your left thigh. Make sure both feet are flexed. Make sure you're actively opening your right knee again away from you. And breathe here. Just let the head relax on the mat. Giving a gentle pull towards your body. And on your exhale, slowly release and switch sides. Right foot plants, left ankle to the top of the right thigh, knee opening away, foot flexing. You can hang out here. You can thread the needle. Both feet flex, gentle pull toward the body. Again, knee constantly opening away from you, head relaxing on the mat. And exhale, release down. From here, let's take the arms out to a T or a goal post, and then just let your knees drop to the left for a little supine twist. Look over the right shoulder. Pretty gentle. Focus the breath to the low belly and low back. Good. On your inhale, come through center. And then exhale, knees to the right, look to the left. So allowing the low back a few breaths to release. There's a lot of correlation between low back tightness and hamstring tightness. So yeah, just keep that in mind. We did a lot of hamstring work today. Let's give the low back a few breaths to start to release as well. Big breath in, big breath out. Inhale to draw through center. Both knees into the chest. Give a little squeeze, maybe a little rock left and right. Perhaps you circle out the hips or the ankles here. Good, yogis. And then from here, let's take the arms all the way around the shins. Boom. Pull the forehead in to meet the knees. Close your eyes. Give yourself a big, tight squeeze. Have a moment of just genuine gratitude for yourself for having the drive to show up today, for your body for all of its hard work. You did the thing. Stay here for a big inhale. And exhale, Shavasana. Let your arms and legs go long. Let your toes fall out wide. Eyelids close. Yogis, this is super important. If you have the time, please stay here with me for a little while. We won't be here super long. After all that work, you deserve some rest. So allow yourself to get comfortable, to return to your natural breath. No more effort. Let your muscles relax. Let your body grow heavy. And rest comfortably here in stillness for just a little bit, knowing that I will guide us all out of this together. Yogis, I will always encourage you to take as long of a Shavasana as you need. So please rest here for however long you need to. If you are ready to seal out practice, if you need to go about your day, just start to draw your focus back in. Notice that little rise and fall of your chest and belly. Invite some little wiggles into your fingers and toes. Gently circle the wrists and ankles. And then on an inhale, let's find my favorite stretch, the good morning stretch. Reach your arms overhead. Oh yeah, fingers and toes pull away from each other. Lengthen the spine. On an exhale, bend into your knees and just roll onto one side. If you can, keep your eyes closed. And then on an inhale, gently begin to press up to a seat. Eyes closed, tall spines. Inhale to take your arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. yogis, I will always encourage you to take a moment here, whether that be simply to stay with this connection to your breath and body, to return to the intention you set for a few seconds longer. The outside world, everything you need to do after this, it's still going to be there in another 30 seconds. So as we sit with this stillness, with this connection, what do you want to take with you today? That reminder to slow down. That reminder that your breath is always there to support you. And that reminder that even though we're all separate right now, we are not alone. Let's take a breath together. Take a deep inhale. Open mouth, sigh. Now, as always, friends, the light in me honors, acknowledges, and truly loves that same light in you. Namaste. Amazing, yogis. Pull the computer back up. If you want to say anything on the chat before we sign off, please feel free to. Thank you so much for joining me today and for engaging in the chat. It's really, really lovely to be able to just talk with you, see who's here. Yeah, to know who's in the room and how you're doing, because I care. So yeah, feel free to reach out to me. You can find me on Instagram. My name is right here on the little title of the video. I'll be back here tomorrow, 7 p.m. doing a power class. So it'll be like this, but with a little more work. Yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Please remember, donate if you can. Oh, good. I'm glad you're here. Hot AF today. So please drink some water, eat some greens, eat some fruit. Take care of yourself and those you love. Namaste. Big love to y'all.